Hello everybody, welcome back to HBM Mods. Last time we were trying to get the supply drop requester stuff, and so that's what we're doing today. Trying to get supply drop requesters again, but we got a Geiger counter too. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. I forgot to mention that. Well, I mean, I mentioned it last episode when we got it, because we literally killed a zombie, right? And then we got it. Pretty nice. In this building here. Zombie in this room. Cold in cobweb. Doomed. From the start. Anyway, we need to grab some of this garbage. Everything here is useful for the most part, except, yeah, even the dust. You think dust is not useful, but actually, when you're in a super flat world, you don't have clay. Dust can make clay, and if we need clay for clay catalysts for the cracking tower, well then that's important to have. But I think by the time we get to the cracking tower, we will be able to shred bricks and stuff, so that will come in handy too. Considering 90% of the buildings in your spawn are made of bricks. It'll make everything super easy, as long as we have that. Now, off in the distance, there's a meteorite that fell from the sky. We need to go check that out. We need to check out the other meteorite, and then we're able to head off to the factory and grab whatever is there. Hopefully, it will be quick, and I don't have to deal with nighttime stuff, because I don't want to deal with nighttime stuff right now. We have, like, MREs and bread. It's a lot of bread, actually. The bread is going to keep us alive after we run out of MREs. We'll use that after. Why? Because if you use the bread after, then the bread has actually more benefits than actually eating the MREs do. And so, basically, yeah, it's just better to save the bread. But also, all of this rubbish needs to be shoved in boxes. It's kind of annoying. Every 5 seconds, I fill my inventory with a bunch of crap, and I need to throw it into a bin. And these guys are actually getting pretty annoying too. I think if we do not find any of the supply crates for the actual assembly machine, that's what we're trying to do with the actual supply drop requesters. You get the assembly machine without getting glass, because glass, and I don't think we can find the actual place where they have the shredder inside of a plains biome, so I don't think we're able to do that. I think we have to do it this way. Like, this is the only way. Unless we find glass somewhere. Oh! I'm stupid. I'm sorry, guys. I just went on an adventure for no reason. Right, I have a cobalt pickaxe. I was thinking, you know what? The assembly machine is actually pretty easy once you have glass. We just need to get 4 of those glass, but do those glass spawn anywhere? Well, factories, of course. So, I think we are set. We're gonna go to this meteorite, then we're gonna head to the factory. If we need to sleep before then, that will happen. If we find the factory building... I almost stepped on a landmine, dude. I almost stepped on a landmine. Okay, let me go ahead and get over here. Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. Step on the landmine. Boom! Holy crap, they're immune to landmines. No, they're not. Dang, dude. Dang, we're getting overrun again. This is like the part I hate about this, is that it's constantly just us being overrun. We need to get those actual Tesla coils from one of these meteor dungeons. Let's go ahead and wait for a little bit. And then we can sleep, because slimes aren't enemies, apparently. How does that work? I don't know. They're just the most annoying mob, though, in the entire game. Like, you don't understand. They're so annoying in this. Wow, I was probably being killed by this slime here. And apparently, this thing has a ridiculous amount of durability, which is insane. Will you fellas knock it off? Get out of here. Scramble. We're probably over the mob count by how many of these guys I've killed. Oh, there's more of the ones that hurt you in this pile. Wait, if I lure them into there, they can't get out of there. Except for the big ones. And they're dying in there. I'm literally luring them off a cliff here. Right, I need to go ahead and grab, and I need to mine this. And then jump up here. Hopefully, this is no treasure block. Yeah, it is a treasure block. Okay, that was nice. Was I looking for a treasure block? I don't know, really. I actually don't know if I was looking for a treasure block. I was just looking for whatever I could find. So treasure block. We need to head to the factory. I see another factory off this way. I think I'll head to this one instead. That's just not by the village. We'll see what's there. Silk touch. Right, so this should be a factory or it should be a laboratory. It's not one of them buildings. Okay, I don't need those. I need to go to a factory. Because that will have what I'm looking for. And probably a supply drop requester. And then we'll head back to spawn. Avoid landmines at all costs. Right, we found it. We found the place. The factory. Where we will find, hopefully, a supply drop requester inside of that giant smokestack. So the actual smokestack can contain a... Well, it does contain a hidden chest on every single factory. So if you enter the... it's got a bunch of lava in it. You'll know it when you see it. So, because the chest is under the lava, so if you go in there, it will be relatively easy to find, I think. So, well, difficult to find, because I didn't know it existed until, like, 112. Yeah, so we got through the 112 playthrough. Right. Time to deal with these fellas. Take this. Oh, crap, that skeleton's actually causing me some issues. They're duplicating. They're multiplying. That's not good. The spider won't die. No. No. This is just a mob farm. Okay. We have infiltrated the factory. Perfect. Come on, knock it off. Oh, there's 2 more of them. How the heck did they spawn in here? Explains why I got so much knockback from that. There was 2 of them. Take this. Okay, I think I've taken them all out. That's good. Finally, we have peace. Supply drop requester. Shrubidium battery. Vacuum tube. Kind of decent items, actually, now I say that. Right, the hoppers. I would like to take everything with me. I can take the hoppers with me. I can take the hoppers with me. I have space for the hoppers. I think. I mean, you would assume I would have space for them, right? I mean, everything's full, but... Hey, I think I can carry everything. Even the supply drop requester and everything. So, I mean, let's go ahead and just chop everything up. And then leave. Because I'm done with this place. As fast as possible. Right. And also, probably should take extra glass with me. Because glass is really useful. If you don't know, glass is just a valuable item. Because most structures either generate with HBM glass or with the actual, what's it called, glass, the glass panes, which are not actually used in a lot of, well, they are used in a lot of recipes too, like vacuum tubes use glass panes, but glass can be made into glass panes, which is why it's way better than having glass panes, because if you have a recipe that needs glass, or a recipe that needs glass panes, you can do both, basically. So, I mean, having ability to get this, kind of useful. But also, kind of useful to get the shredder, too. That's gonna be our next goal, is getting the shredder after getting this thing. Actually, probably should get the bedrock drill, then the shredder. Let's go for that. So the base is like 1,000 blocks away, which means you're gonna have to do a lot of walking through a flat biome with, like, actually nothing. Except for maybe, like, a meteorite every now and then. Which actually is kind of nice. I could stop at this meteorite and, like, mine it right now, but I actually don't have the inventory space. I'm full of stuff, which we will need. And throwing things away in super flat is stupid, because if you throw anything away in super flat, you will run out of stuff, because that's just how it is. Oh, dang it. Not another one of these fellas. Get back. Wait, he's actually just running away now. Brilliant. Yes, that gives me time to escape. Nice. Well, that somehow works. Hitting them on the head with a wrench. Nice. We've done it. We've actually managed to get an assembly machine, kind of. You have no idea how long we've been waiting for this assembly machine to actually come into existence. But anyway, yeah, also I have an idea how many buildings I've been to. I've been to 5 of those 1 buildings, the gray ones, the concrete ones. And I've looted a bunch of the stuff from them, which is amazing, because this stuff is, good for building, especially. The steel blocks, I mean, like, a lot of steel blocks. Glass block is a material. Iron bar is material. Right, and then these guys can just go into here, because that's where they go. And bricks, too. I mean, I guess we could build with them. Bricks are kind of just rubbish. We do not use them right now. So, this is material. Perfect. That's full. Well, we've got space for them in there. Let's use the supply drop requester and get some good supplies. And then we'll... Oh, how many of these guys do I have? Of the barrels? I called it in on chests. What the heck? Am I stupid or something? Where did it land? Ow, it landed on my face. Well, that's nice, actually. That's pretty good delivery. Is this from Amazon? Rubbish. Come on. Right, so let's go ahead and just... Boom. Supply drops. Perfect. Where are they coming? Hopefully they kill a few slimes, too. I think we just got all the regular ones, but none of the good ones. Dang, that kind of sucks. Well, I mean, that's fine. I think we got some hazmat ones, too. Alright, so what direction is the meteor dungeon in? I think we'll go there next episode. But for now, let's go ahead and make the assembly machine and get the shredder or, like, the big drill started. Big drill's gonna be easy. You'd think placing these actual grating would be easier, but no, it's not actually any easier than what it should be. It is just, pain. There needs to be a device that helps me place these faster, honestly. Actually, that'd be a builder's wand. That'd be what I need. I need to get a builder's wand. Builder wand. That is an item that just builds like a... So if you have like a row of blocks like this, it would just build a row if you right click it, and it builds all the blocks for you. It's a really useful mod to have, but we don't have that here because, no, I'm not installing extra mods for stuff like that. I don't do that anymore. Well, maybe I would for a 112 playthrough, because 112 only has Mechanism, which is a good mod. And also the 112 HBM port is actually... Man, it's... I mean, if it's your first time playing HBM mod, it's nice to do that for the start, then come over to this version, because then you kind of have an idea of what you're doing on this version, but you don't really. And then once you get to this version, it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff I could have been doing, but I just couldn't, because the 112 version doesn't have all this stuff. Like... doesn't have combination ovens. It doesn't have the heat system. It's baloney. And it's for goobers. Well, unless you like to play the 112 version with other mods, then it's kind of fun. You can get to the fusion reactor and stuff like I did. It was pretty fun, I think. Assembly machine is 8 iron, 8 copper ingots, 8 steel ingots, and some glass. And you'd think, we should have this by episode 3. You are not playing super flat then if you have this by episode 3. This is ridiculous. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Does not need any vacuum tubes, does not need any of this stuff. It just needs this stuff, right? Copper is the next thing it needs. And it needs motors, too. And I think we've got the stuff for motors. Or did we already make them? And throw them into the bin? We have one motor in there. Right, and... were we working on motors then? I don't know what we were doing last episode, or the episode before last episode, because that's when we would have been making these. So I have no clue whether or not we actually made the motors we need. I don't think we did. Yeah, I think we were just getting red wire or whatever. Red copper wire. Probably should stop at the places to get the stuff for this. The actual dishes probably have the stuff I would need. You know, the little tiny satellites like the, let me see if I can find an example. That one off in the distance, that guy probably would have the stuff I need, the red copper wire. Doesn't matter regardless, because guess who just got stuff for making what we need? This guy. I had 5 of the red copper wires in the thing, so we were set, because we had 19 in the other thing, so I don't even have to make red copper wires. Perfect. And this actually looks kind of nice. I kind of like having the hopper in there, even though it looks kind of goofy, but also kind of nice at the same time. Right, so this is the motors. And that's basically everything the assembly machine needs. Next up is chem plant. No, I'm joking. It's not that kind of playthrough. Next up is the big drill, because that's what we need.